Welcome back to Human Design Time, Parenting Gate 53, the Gate of Beginnings. So we are now entering into the root chakra. So this is important to understand because the root chakra is all about the adrenal pressure that pushes all the energy to all the other chakras, the lines that go through and so on. So what's important to understand about your child's design chart is this chakra, this energy center, defined or undefined for all the gates that we're about to talk about? Let me show you the difference between the two, defined and undefined. This is what a defined root chakra will look like on your child's chart, which is located at the very bottom, right underneath the sacral chakra. And this is what it would look like undefined as well. See how it's not colored in. The biggest difference between the two of having a defined and undefined root is the ability of enjoyment of life. Kinda. I'm not saying that they don't enjoy life if it's undefined. What I'm saying though is people who have undefined roots are going to wait to the last minute to do stuff. Your child is going to be that person that waits to the last fucking second to do shit. Okay? I was that child growing up. I had an undefined root. My sons both have defined roots. So it's so different. It's day and night to how I was raised and how they are. Because they have enjoyment of life. They don't wait till the last minute. They get things done as needed to get done because they don't want to wait till the last minute to get it done. That's the difference. That's the biggest difference between an undefined and defined root. There's so much more that goes into a defined and undefined root and just understanding the adrenal pressure of it. But this is the Gate series. And so if you want to know more about the root, you can either contact me or go to my past videos talking about the root center itself. With that being said, let's get into it. Here are the lines and how they are affected by Gate 53. This is important to understand because the conscious and unconscious lines are affected through each one of your child's gates, and you're going to want to understand what the lines are being represented through the energy of Gate 53. Okay, if your child has this gate, here's the skinny. They are game changers. Plain and simple. The humans that have these gates are humans that get the ball rolling. This literally should be called the gate of get the fucking ball rolling. Not only that, but if your child has the channel, let me show you what the channel looks like. If your child has a channel right here, 53, going to gate 42, then they are also even more so the person that is designed to get things going. Like in almost any area, work, if they happen to be old enough, if your child's old enough for work, it's like they know the right people, the right things, the right ideas to get the ball rolling for the most productive for that company. Relationships, finding the right person, finding these people. Sometimes you'll meet these people like, oh, I met her when I was in high school and we've been married ever since. More than likely, both those individuals have a defined gate 53 and or 42 and 53 that are connected together to make the channel. They just know what was needed to get the ball rolling for the commitment to happen. Parenting this gate. Number one rule, tip, trick, everything. Know the inner authority, know their strategy. Period. Know your child's inner authority and know their strategy. The more you understand what their inner authority is, the more you understand how to best co-create in their life, how best to choose the right people, the right places, the right thing, and even the right ideas for their new adventures. Because if they do not have an idea of their authority, then they're going to keep choosing things that they will not finish. And let me tell you why this is not great over a long period of time. The more and more they are either stopping or stopped or not finishing certain projects that they got the ball rolling in the first place, and disappointment sets in over a period of time, that disappointment will build up into a depressing type human, and you'll become very apparent. And I'm sure if you haven't already dealt with it, then you will. And eventually, if they do not understand their inner authority, or if they're not connected to gate 42, let me show you what it looks like. This is a hanging gate 53, and so since it's not connected to 42, this human right here is literally designed not to finish everything. But here's the sneaky part. They feel the pressure and possibly frustrated because they are believing that they are supposed to finish these things. They have the itch to finish it, and if they just are not connected to 42, then more than likely, we need to teach them how to self-regulate emotional understanding and that disappointment that comes along with it. The self-soothing, it is so important, especially if they have an undefined root. Learning to self-soothe is number one key. Disappointment is a part of life, but the more and more we understand our inner authority, less and less we'll be disappointed or have hidden expectations of what we were wanting to accomplish. So, general overview of this gate. As the parent, you want to make sure to support their new ideas if you can. Sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes you're like, what the fuck are you doing right now? Whatever. Allow it. Even the smallest thing. And that's how we also want to teach them, by giving them possible ideas, not forcing it, but ideas of like, oh, have you tried building this today? And then letting them go to work on building it in their own unique way. Or relationships and so on. Being open to the idea, just because we think that certain relationships might not be healthy. We don't know the inevitable plan of the design. Remember, it's the unconscious side that's the driver of the vehicle, not the conscious. That's a key point. So, if you want to know more about human design, like and follow, because we're just going to get deeper and deeper into the gates for ourselves and as a parent. Thank you so much. Do your best. And 86 the rest, baby.